Carl.
Yep. Good evening, Trey.
Evening. Evening, Bill.
Hey, how are you?
Well,
I'm not staying long tonight. I've already been on for about 45 minutes.
that's all good. As long or as short as you like.
Or my legs will last.
Yeah. Tonight we do sand and sequoias. Is the route, which is it's just a loop of the first 6 miles of the Fuego Flats, which is super flat desert. Y'all have been on that before, and then you continue to Titans Grove area. That's where it's just a lot of rollers. They're really big redwood trees. There's dinosaurs eventually, and then you come back through the desert. I think it's about 13 miles long is the lap, but we're doing 18 miles of it. And the Titans Grove area, the wooded area, it's not difficult. There are some climbs, but there's nothing. We're not doing the epic KOM, so it's just big rollers.
Go. I'm hearing that echo again, Trey.
It's because I'm in Discord in two instances. One is on my computer playing it out loud, and then the other is on the phone. And I think it's just for some reason it's starting to pick it up. Yeah. And now we have this wonderful echo.
Yes.
Echo.
Even if you turn it, so do you, just out of curiosity, so if you turn a computer volume down, what do you lose out on?
So if I turn the computer volume, I can't hear Zwift, which I don't need to, but I can't recall how that affects the live stream. I don't know if it cuts the volume down in the live stream. That's the part that won't cut all of it.
The volume on the computer, that's what you're hearing, not the mic, right?
Right.
There's no mic on the PC. The only mic is on my headphones connected to my phone.
Yeah, so you should be able to turn the volume down on the laptop and be fine. We could go ding, ding, ding right on if you'd like.
Okay, I've muted the computer. The hope is that the volume stays in the live stream. The downside, though, is that maybe it doesn't record our audio, which is fine. I'll test it out. If that works, then I can do that for going forward. So I'll not post this on the RABA page, and I'll just let this roll with the computer muted.
I don't mean to influence one way. I was more curious than anything else.
We'll see. I'll do it for like the first 5 minutes, and then maybe cut it the music, the volume back on.
Right.
Yeah, because the echo really wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But I do need to figure it out because occasionally I do have to talk more than other times. So, 20 seconds, and we're rolling in a moment.
Does anyone use an Apple Watch for heart rate, and were you able to get it to show up as your BPM?
No. I have an Apple Watch. Yes, you can get it set up to show your heart rate, or to record your heart rate. It's just not as accurate when you use it on the wrist. Hello, Edith.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Are you getting set up?
Yeah, okay, of course I'm on the voice chat now.
It's okay.
But I'm looking at my screen on my computer. It says upcoming events, and it has this. It says started, but it's not giving me a join button, just a cancel button.
No, yep, don't cancel. So what happens is that two ways you can. So you've already clicked. You were going to join it in the companion app. So when you get into the game and your avatar is on screen, then it should allow you to join.
So I need to hit ride?
Yeah, go ahead and click ride. Make sure all your sensors and everything are connected.
Right.
Click ride, and it should then give you an option of like join Meetup or something. Should.
Okay, join me. Okay, just a minute. Auto select in 25 seconds. It's just
correct.
Okay.
If you either click on it or to auto select it, yeah. And it should just kind of drop you into the group, moving. Because you come in after the start.
okay. It says hang tight, heading back to Watopia.
Yep, that's right. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Okay.
So to mention that, what'll happen is that if you have an event or a meetup you're joining, if you're in another world, France, it will automatically take you to that world that the meetup is in. You don't have to go to Watopi to do an event in Watopi. It'll automatically take you there when you start the event.
So are all the people I see here on the right and the green, the list of writers? I'm looking at the computer right now.
Yes,
those
yes.
are that's all us?
That's just us. Yeah, you see on the list, John Sin in front of you, Wesley King, that's you, Carl, Bill Malone, Fred Soto, Mike Sebastian, Andrew Mann, myself, Trey, and Gus Bacuna. Did I say that right, Gus? Bacuna?
Yeah, it's, that's fine. It's perfect.
Gus. He is.
How
Gus.
do you say it?
It's not
Yeah.
peculiar.
Pecunia. Peculiar, exactly. He's got it. Hey, just so you know, that's actually Latin for money. So I used to get teased in high school as being the original G Money. Just so you know.
It's awesome.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Sorry, I did.
But in Spanish, pequeño is small in Spanish.
That's
I used to get teased for that.
Pequeño.
Pequeño. Depends on which part of Spain you're from.
Okay, wait a second, everyone. We get more entertainment. Edith, welcome aboard. A couple things. One, you're in the Discord chat, so we can hear you. You can hear us. There is an option to mute, and I think that's at the bottom of the screen, the bottom of the Discord app. There should be a little microphone button.
Right.
And,
Okay.
and if you click on that, that will mute you. Go ahead and click on that for like a few seconds, and then click on it again.
Just a minute. That's the wrong thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is it the little microphone?
Yeah, it's a little microphone.
Or the microphone?
Yes, there we go. All right, so now you're muted. So if you want to curse up a storm for whatever reason, we won't hear you. Or if you're set up super loud, whatever. But I like to make sure everyone knows how to do mute, because family members pop in, your drug dealer comes by, you don't want to hear that. So that's how the mute works.
Or we start huffing and puffing really loud.
Right? Yeah. Thought it was asthma. Nope.
Tried to eat an apple.
The other thing about many other things about the meetup. You've written on Zwift a couple times, which is great. More than a couple. So being in the meetup, when we have what's called the keep everyone together feature, sometimes it's called the grouping feature, sometimes we'll in a group called the rubber band. It slows the group down and speeds us up in odd ways, but it keeps us all together. Because right now you can see the back half of the group is doing like 1.5 watts per kilogram, and the front half is at 2 and 3 watts. We're all kind of close together. So.
And I'm at the back.
That's fine. That is all fun.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah, and what'll happen is sometimes, like if you're in the back or away from the group, it will pull you forward to catch up to the group.
Okay.
And you'll notice all of a sudden you'll start going 26 miles an hour, and it's not related to how fast you're pedaling. It's just rubber bands you back to the group.
Okay.
And we're just going to pedal. I see you're on a TT bike.
A what?
Time trial bike.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know the difference of them.
Okay.
That's I just like being hunched down, like I really ride. And then the other bike, it had me sitting up so much. I'm like, I want to be hunched down.
So when you use another ride bike, and I understand that want to have it to resemble how you really ride. When you're on a time trial bike, you can't draft off. There's no drafting off anyone else. So in the game, it disables the drafting, which is not really an issue in our group ride because you'll kind of get pulled along anyway. But if you're in a race or riding along, there's no drafting when you're on a time trial bike. All the other bikes in the game will let you draft. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to keep up with folks. And that's mostly everything.
And you do lean over. When you're drafting on a road bike, you do lean over. You might like that position better. Or you sit up actually when you're drafting. You lean over when you're out of the draft.
Hey, Mr. Andrew. He not on chat?
He is on chat. He's
Oh, there
on
he is.
mute because I'm loud.
He's on mute. We are Wheels Up Friday, noon.
Friday. That sounds promising. Okay, let me see about lying, cheating, and stealing. Okay. And then I have to actually, next Friday, my dear wife has tickets to March Madness, so I may be going to Indianapolis.
Ooh. Wow.
I know. She got them online today for like $40.
No kidding.
I am not kidding.
Andrew, it should be safe. It should be safe. If VCU will let you get your own soda out of the drink machine now, the world has changed.
Okay.
VCU now allows you to get your own carbonated beverages. So I'm excited
Well,
for
I'm hoping that there's an above average chance I might see VCU play next Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Let's hope they do well on Sunday.
So is there somebody here that is actually getting to go to the VCU games?
Not I, said the little fish.
Okay.
I said the chicken.
I thought somebody said you could pour your own soda.
Oh no, that's in the cafeteria.
Okay.
One step at a time. Don't rush it. Right.
Now you have to be a minimum $3,000 donor to get the crappy seats plus pay for your tickets. It ends up being somewhere around $7,000 or $8,000 a year at VCU to have tickets. And for the
We're season ticket holders, and we actually only pay for our tickets and the required donation.
Yeah.
This year, but we ended up donating our tickets.
Yeah, look, it's a tough year. It's been tough. But they look good. Wow, for a young team.
So is the game this Saturday night or Sunday night?
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday at 1.
Okay, and it's up there.
It's in Dayton.
Dayton, that's it. I knew that.
Yeah, I think we all see the light at the end of this tunnel. Oh. And I'm not talking about the Swiss Unions.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, our company is, so far we've got 270 people signed up to get vaccinated over the next 2 weeks here at Richmond.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good. I just wanted to check in. I saw these people on the lake tonight, but it was too nice. I just rode for 40 minutes outside. So have a good time.
All right.
Probably get fish on Thursday.
All right, John. See you later, man.
Yeah. Looks like a great ride. Bye.
Yeah.
And then next Tuesday we're going to do an outside ride at 5:30 p.m. at Hanover Courthouse.
Oh, there you go.
Outside. You remember the sun shining, the birds chirping?
The weather.
We'll probably do Portobello as well.
Wait, what time is sundown?
Well, as of Sunday, it'll be 7:30.
Yeah.
But check the weather. It's supposed to rain on Tuesday.
I'm canceling it.
So what is the goal?
Go ahead, Edith.
What is the goal thing that's over you?
Yeah,
The ride prestigious leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indicate the ride leader.
Okay.
And if I get really far away from you, ahead or behind you, you'll see a giant beam of light shining down on my location. So it just lets you know who the ride organizer is.
Okay.
That happens whether he's on Zwift or not. There's always a giant.
That's right. Yeah, it follows him everywhere.
That's right.
So yeah, if I walk out my front door, I can see it from over here in Lakeside. It looks like the giant that light, the giant gold, right above Trey's house.
Keep you from breaking in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm out. This is Bill. I'm out shortly. This will take a little over an hour for me. I totally forgot about the ride. I just jumped on a train.
Park's here. It's all good. Appreciate you.
No, it's all, and then partway through my ride, I'm like, well, maybe I'm almost done. And it pops up. You want to join? It's like, oh, I forgot. Yes, I will join.
Peer pressure. That's right.
So I have a question about Zwift. Somebody just gave me a ride on, and sometimes I get them and I don't see them in the rider list. Are people just watching?
A couple ways you get ride on. Hold on. Anyone in close proximity like that can just drop a ride on to those nearby them riding. Sometimes people from the other direction can time a ride on, and then you're in proximity to them on the other direction.
Okay.
There's also, if someone's following you on Zwift, they can, if someone's following you on Zwift, they can see, like they can look and see you're riding. It'll let you know when your friends are riding. It won't alert you, but if you go into the app, the companion app, you can see which one of your friends are riding, and you can just hit a button, and it will give you all of your friends riding a ride on. And then a random person, while riding, not like now, because there's no one else in the world, can just click on your name and just give your ride on for whatever reason. They're being nice.
Well, yeah, I got followed last night. I wasn't riding. And the username sounded like something from a porn site.
So,
you have a creeper.
So, two things. You can get random people who just follow you, and it's unfortunately you can't, for good or bad, you can't remove someone from following you.
Okay.
You can make your profile private, so even if they're following you, they can't see your details. But you can't prevent someone from following you once they're already following you. You can't make them unfollow you.
You can't
unfollow them.
You can't befriend them.
Right? Yeah. They can't. You can't make them befriend you.
Right.
Kind of thing. The other thing is, apparently, over time, there have been some, we'll call them scandalous profiles, that have gotten into the game that are legitly adult sites that are saying, it's in the name, blah, 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 follow me, kind of thing in the name. So there's a chance that it was a porn site following you now. Sorry.
That's crazy.
I just thought I was special.
But you are.
It's cool. I have like 5 of those sites following me right now. Does that open new lands in Zwift?
Well, I get those from Trey, who wants me to join his OnlyFans site, so I don't know about all that.
No.
All right, guys.
Very clear on this.
All right, guys. It's Bill. It's peace out, guys.
Yeah, rest up. See you next time.
Have a good one, man.
I see ya.
Roger, take care, man.
Yeah, if you make your profile private, they can see you have a profile, but they won't see all your ride data.
Okay.
And they won't be able to find you. Well, I think they can find you, but they can't follow you then, I think. Once you make yourself private, you have to approve their follow request.
Yeah, but you will get random people to do, like I've had just random rides or races where me and 2 other people were always around each other for the whole event, and then they end up following you at the end of it. Yep.
So I just got an indoor trainer this year, and one of the biggest challenges is sitting on the seat. I really have never outside had much of a issue with that. So I've seen I'm not the only one,
Yeah,
but I
you're not
can't.
alone.
I can't ride every day.
So that comes from just when you're riding outside, you get a little bit of motion, even if the road's flat. There's a little bit of motion on your ass. Just like creates a little bit of relief, and you get none of that. You know, just sitting on the trainer. So
Same
it could
spot.
be, yeah, same spot. I've done some long rides. My ass has not been happy after them. So yeah, but it is possible a different saddle. Not saying you need to buy anything. It is possible a different saddle would better fit you for indoor riding.
I actually did change to the saddle that came with the bike, which is a little wider, and I have tried different adjustments. So I think I've got what is the best that I'm going to do at this point.
Yeah.
I just ride every other day.
Yeah.
Get in the bigger gear and stand up.
Yeah.
Get out of the saddle.
Come out the saddle some.
Well,
it feels weird on the trainer.
Yeah, because I guess maybe I should increase the tension on the back. I have a dumb trainer. So when I really change my gear and try to stand up, there's not enough resistance. So
your wheels should be slipping. Even if the trainer can't put out enough resistance to match the wattage you're now doing, your wheels shouldn't be slipping. Like,
well, I've only had that message like 3 times in the last 3 months. So
okay.
When you get to a hill that's about 5%, you can see the percent up in the right-hand corner of the box. When you get to about 5%, you stand up the pedal for about 5-10 minutes out of the saddle. That'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on a dumb trainer, she doesn't know she's climbing.
Right. My miles per hour just goes down.
Right.
Like right now, we're going uphill, ever so slightly, 3%. Yep.
Well, then that answers what that thing is over to the right. I've always wondered. That's about hill.
That's the route.
That's a map. You can, if you click on that map on the right side of the screen, it'll actually change to 3 different positions. One like right over top of you, one kind of lean to see more ahead of you, and then one way zoomed out. The little gray thing near the top on the right is like Carl said about the grade of where you're currently at and showing you the grade you're about to approach. So we're currently on a 1% approaching some more climbing as it goes up.
I can see the little hills.
Now on the very bottom of the map is a little shadow, and that shows you kind of the entirety of the road that you're on.
I've never noticed that.
Climbing. Yeah. So the little chevron thing, that's where I'm at. So it'll kind of show you where your group is at, and it can show you like where the big climbs are coming at further down the road. So that's what that little shadow on the bottom of the map is.
So are we going to climb 3,800 feet tonight, Trey?
4,900 feet. No. No, there's not. I mean, we're going to do some climbing because we go to the area we're in right now, but it's like big rollers. There's one extended climb, but no epic KOM, no Alpha Lift, no thing top.
No, we've climbed about 500 to 600 feet.
You know, I haven't done my due diligence. I don't know. I know we get over. Yeah, we definitely get over 500 feet. Pretty sure. We get over 500 feet because we've done 125 so far.
If we do 2 laps of it, it'll be like more like 1,200.
Oh no, yeah, we won't get that far. We won't even come out of the desert.
Right. You do a lap and then another 5 miles, right?
About that, yeah. We'll
Yeah,
definitely come
this
into
is
the
the
desert.
flat
Can't
part.
recall how far.
I must need to recalibrate my trainer. I am never out front. Something's wrong.
That's it. Blame the trainer.
Well, I'm not any stronger than I was last Tuesday.
No, you probably put 50 pounds as your weight, right?
Maybe I put on some weight. I'm just going downhill faster.
That's right. To recognize that gray hair, it's like, oh, he's got to be 50 pounds heavier.
That's right.
There goes your rubber band.
So here's another question. Why do you and who's behind
Glowing
you
bikes?
yeah, bright wheels?
They're
Yeah.
the cool kids.
Yeah.
We are not disqualified. We have acquired the what's called the Zwift Z1 concept bike, or the what is it called, the Zwift bike, or the Tron bike is what they call it sometimes.
Okay.
As a nickname. But in order to get the bike, you have to select in the challenges you have to select the Everest challenge, and then climb a cumulative over how many ever rides, 164,000 some feet for climbing, and then you get awarded this bike, which is one of the faster bikes in the game, like one of the fastest bikes in the game. So that's how we got these
This is
bikes.
just cool.
It is very cool. It's very cool. Because there's no spokes.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, me either.
There's no spokes. Also, none of our bikes have pedals. I don't know if you noticed that either. None of the bikes actually have pedals. Your feet are just, I guess,
Going up and
attached to
down.
the crank arms.
Huh. Maglev.
The water bottles don't appear until you reach for them. You don't have a water bottle.
You guys must have 70-inch screens to get all that detail. That's all I'm hearing.
55.
Yeah. Wes, you've got like a 52 or something, 55, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
55.
Yeah,
I'm at.
Remember, again, nobody likes a bragger.
No, that's upstairs. That's 65 inch upstairs.
Okay, see? Eventually I'll be at that.
Oh, he's down there slumming right now.
That's right.
And here I thought I was doing good with a Samsung tablet.
Andrew doing 450 watts. I can't catch it.
This man pushing watts.
Yeah, you gotta do 450, 500 watts.
Yeah, so in the game, you can pick different bikes. Those bikes have, their own attributes. How fast, how aerodynamic they are. The more stars, the better. How heavy they are. The more stars, the better. Meaning it's lighter. Same thing for the wheels. And they do have an effect in the game. They're not just cosmetic.
I don't because I'm still at 11. I only have 3 bikes to choose from. One's a mountain bike, and so far no wheels.
So the way you get new bikes, outside of there's 2 ways to get new bikes. One is complete some of the challenges, which take a long time. You get bikes when you beat some of the challenges. The other way is as you level up. So if you're looking at your screen, on the top of your screen, there's a number in blue under the ET time. It's kind of slowly going up. See that number accumulating as you go uphill?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the 282. The number of feet or the?
No. So you see.
No.
So you see
over to the right side.
Time.
Underneath the time.
Right, underneath the time, there's a number, blue and white.
Uh-huh.
That's your drop point, and that's essentially in-game money. And as you ride more and do more difficult rides, or ride harder, you accumulate more drops. And then you can use that money to purchase newer, better bikes, depending on your level. So you go into the drop shop, and you can buy better bikes with the money you accumulate. I'm sure that made all the sense in the world.
So is the drop shop different from the garage?
It's in the garage. I think when you click on garage, there's like an option to go into the stuff you already own, or the drop shop where you can buy new stuff.
Ah, check that out.
Drop shop is on the right side of the screen when you go into the garage.
Okay.
So every once in a while, right next to the right of the time, the ET, the time on the right, I see like a plus 30 XP. So
yeah.
Does that mean I just got 30 extra points?
Correct. You get 30 experience points. So that in the middle of your, the top of the middle, there's a orange and gray bar going across your screen ever so slowly. That's how much. And you see the little bicycle with the number next to it. That's what level you are. That orange bar shows how much experience points you've gained, and then when it fully fills up, that means you've leveled up. So those experience points, those 30 XP, which you get every mile, helps you level up. And when you level up, you can buy more bikes, or you have access to buy more bikes. I'm developing a new skill of answering questions while climbing.
Yeah. Well done.
I still remember, oh man, doing the sprint and went to early Fox and Hounds things, and Susan Ann chimed me in. She was having technical difficulties.
And nobody.
Can you help me do a thing?
Everybody's breathing too hard to answer.
Yeah, no, there was silence.
Yeah,
She was actually mad.
You can tell who's got real wattage by going up a hill. Who can still talk at 4.5 watts?
You got it.
Does make a difference. Everyone enjoy the scenery?
Yes, enjoy the scenery. Beautiful scenery.
I like the dinosaur.
Like I said, I resemble that remark. At my age.
Back when you used to ride them instead of bicycles? Is that what it was?
Yes. Yeah. I had a pet T-Rex.
There you go.
They definitely put more work into this area. There's a lot more detail out here.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, it's nice.
I thought Richmond was really interesting, but I had to keep going, where am I? On it. The Richmond route.
Yeah.
Richmond, the location, there's a couple buildings that are clearly like, oh, I know what that is, like the Lucky Strike Tower. You know, there's a couple locations clearly let you know, but some of the buildings in the fan are a bit generic. But it's improved. It used to be more bland, and people didn't like to do it. Then they upgraded, I think, last year. So it looks considerably better than it used to.
The Mayan cliffs are pretty neat too.
It is, but it sucks to get there though.
I wish France would let you go out to the island.
That'd be nice. I've seen that out there.
Mont Saint Michel. They have really good beignets there, but not as good as New Orleans.
Wait.
On it during certain times of the day when the tide's in. You just don't want to get caught. Well, now they got it elevated, but back in the old day.
Now. But
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think they let you ride on it during the high season. You have to take this cruddy bus, and they don't. Well, this is all before COVID. They didn't close the doors on the bus until it was at least 300 people overloaded.
Ah.
So apparently they have a twin of that on the UK coast as well. What I've been told.
I don't know about that. I know it's a big deal to the French because during the 100 Years' War, it never ever fell. So it's kind of like their monument to themselves.
Right. And apparently it has obviously a lot of religious connotations to it, but it was a pilgrimage site where they would come from as far as Germany.
There's a
maybe even
monastery
further.
on top, and it was started off as a monastery, and there's a monastery on the very tip top. And it's very cool. And the very tip top is very little, like tiny little church kind of place. It's I can't remember. Really old. 5, 6, 8, 12, 1800 years old, I'm sure.
Oh, easily. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Part of the must-see tour in the region of Normandy.
Yeah. Wherever it was we stayed in 2015, it was close by because we went to all the landing fields in Normandy. It's not far away at all.
No. Known for its dairy. A lot of dairy farms around that area.
Yes, and it's before you get into the big hedgerows and the craziness, but real small farms and the American cemetery there is just unbelievably awesome. It's so pretty.
Big group here tonight.
It is.
I'm surprised. I thought it was so warm out there. Wouldn't be anybody here.
Yeah, that
still
was
got
quiet.
dark early.
Yeah, still need daylight.
Yeah, right now I'm playing an epic game of Fox and Hound, but knocked off 4 minutes, so I'm getting close to you guys.
Yes, you are. I see you close that gap.
10-minute head start. Get there.
I'll be definitely proud of you if you close this gap before it's over. Just saying. You got You got 5.9 miles to close this gap.
You guys are 2 miles ahead. We'll see what happens.
Got some confidence in that voice.
I might see at the finish line. I might catch it right at the end of the pace I'm going. I don't know if I have enough road at this point. Or enough wind. We'll see. You don't hear from me. I fell off my mic and gap was there.
It'll be a good workout though.
Uh-huh.
Right turn to the desert. And for those who've not done this loop before, he is included, when we pass through the race banner, which I think is in like 1.5 miles, 2 miles, everyone should get a route badge. And when you complete a route for the first time, you get extra experience points for the first, when you complete the first time. It's usually equivalent to the actual distance you rode.
So what does the truck mean?
The truck power up, yeah, the van power up makes you more
drafting boost.
A drafting boost. So if you're right behind somebody, it takes less effort to keep up with them.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if that works for you. I don't think you're using it, but I don't know if that would work on the time trial bike.
But is the van over the person drafting or the person being drafted?
The person who's getting the benefit of additional boost on drafting. So,
okay, yeah.
So who was in the red? Wesley used it.
That's me.
So,
I just used it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wesley was getting an additional benefit of drafting off of the guy in front of him while he was using that.
I thought it really meant a bigger beer.
On top of the fact that
and delivers that.
The cake truck.
he got a boost on top of the fact he's behind a big fat guy.
A drafting boost.
It calls in the beer truck.
The green feather, the green and white feather, makes it lighter weights by about 10%. So better used when you go up the hill. Someone in the back, not Kevin, Mike, is currently using the Aero helmet. Looks like a weird shape, but it's a helmet, and that makes you more aerodynamic. That is best used on a flat area. What's next? Those are the main power-ups.
So for the van, does that just happen when you get behind somebody, or you have to actually hit something?
When you cross through any of the race banners, you'll get usually you get it gives you a random item.
Oh, okay.
And that's how you get them. You go through the race banners.
You have to click on it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to click on it with either, clicking on it with your mouse if you're using the laptop. You can hit your space bar if you're using a laptop or computer. On your companion app, you can hit the button on your dashboard screen, and it will use the power up. And if you have an Apple TV, what is it, Frank? Fred?
You have to use the forward and pause button.
Yeah, the pause, the play button will use your power up.
Yeah, and I'm not really convinced it's any value added to a non-smart trainer, because I really don't notice a difference whenever I click on any of them. It doesn't really change anything up for me on this non-smart trainer.
Right. I found that too when I was on mine.
Yeah, you will not, the benefit is, it needs to be extreme situations where you really feel like you actually feel the benefit. Most of the time, you're not going to notice it a whole lot. If it's a feather and it's super steep, you'll notice it because you'll go uphill just ever so slightly faster.
So now I'm seeing something on my middle screen that has you know, miles per hour, miles, altitude, all that good other stuff. And so I'm in a blue box, a couple arrows pointing to an orange box, and it's like I'm racing somebody.
No, so what it's showing you is you're entered a sprint section. So we just entered a sprint zone, which takes us to this banner in front of us.
The little
and
green
it's letting
lights
you know,
on the road.
Yeah, saying your current time is in the blue. The best time you could get if you finish at that moment is in the orange. And then your expected time of arrival was in the middle at the bottom. And now it should show you what score you got, how much faster you were than the last time. If there was one in your previous time.
Oh, I missed it.
Except the rubber band changes all that sometimes.
Correct. The rubber band completely makes that kind of, I don't say null and void, but it does make your how fast you're going different.
Well, I came in first for females.
Right? See? We knew you were special.
I think I'm the only one.
And there are a few, we usually have a few, at least one or two ladies who join us. Sometimes more. We've got some ladies who definitely ride with us.
Well, I did learn something new tonight about how to do the ride-on thumbs up thing. You got to click on the person's name.
You can click on their name. When you click on their name on the right, you have to be careful because it will change you to their view.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, so you got to either click back on your name, or on the left side of the screen it says "Back to Me," and you can go back to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah, because I never understood that, but it's kind of a pain in the ass with a Samsung tablet to do this, see the ride-on thing. So.
It seems easier to do on a computer screen than it does on the companion app.
On the companion app, you can navigate to someone's profile. Like if you looked at our profile right now, which you can all do, on the companion, it'll show you're riding right now. And when you're looking at someone's profile who's riding, you can give them a ride on that way.
Yeah, but that's two things I have to press.
That's like four things you have to press. Yeah. It is easier to click on the screen. If someone gets like a fast time or something, like we just did, a little orange thumb will appear next to their name, and if you click on it, gives them a ride on.
Okay. That's different than when you hear somebody go, "Ride on."
Yeah, ride on is just a vocal saying of a ride on, or I'm told.
Ride on. It's easier to do ride on when you're not in a group ride though, because over your little cursor, there'll be a circle around you. You just tap yourself, and it will give a ride on to like the closest 5 people around you.
Wes, why are you waving at us?
I'm just waving. Now.
Ride on.
I didn't know you could do that. I see
You can do it in every time I'm not in a group ride or a race. You can just tap your own icon and it'll ride on everyone around you, and then it will take a second to reload, and then you can do it again.
The ride-ons don't help or hurt. I mean, they kind of help. They help you accumulate those drop points faster. They're like a like on Facebook. They don't do a whole lot other than allow you to accumulate more points faster if you receive a ride-on.
Oh, there is a popular badge.
Also, everyone just disappeared. Oh, no, you're back. Everyone disappeared from the game.
Hey, Trey, what does the little trash can do?
It throws your power-up away. That was something they added like a year and a half ago. That gives you an option to trash your power-up, which seems like a waste. For some people, they may not want to use it for whatever reason, so it gives you an option to throw it away and not use it.
Do you have to use it or dump it before you get another one?
Yes.
Kind of.
So I guess if you knew one was coming at the next banner, you might dump it to get a different one.
Right.
The other thing to do, The other thing to do is when you're about to go to the banner, use your power up right before you go in the banner. The timer will start. As long as the timer's running, it will give you a new power up, and it will show as a second circle. So if you use your power up like right before you go to the banner, it'll give you a new one as a little circle, and then when the other one runs out, it will fill up the circle with the new power up. I found that one out by accident.
And if you have a feather and you're about to do a long downhill, you want to get rid of the feather. You don't want to use it on a downhill because it won't help.
Correct, yeah. Feather on the downhill is actually probably problematic. Well, not going to help. You have a question, Edith?
Yeah, there's a circle between the middle bar and the blue box on the left that's telling me my watts and my RPM.
Yep.
It's just an outline. There's nothing in it.
That's where your power up would go.
Okay.
So when you went through, so occasionally you don't get a power up, you get more experience points. Occasionally when you go to the banner, it gives you a little plus sign, and that just becomes more experience points. But usually your power up will show up right in there. And you can either click on it touch it on your iPad screen, or click on it with your mouse, or your companion app, or hit the Facebook.
Well, this is fun. The last group outdoor ride I went on, because everybody was so spaced apart, couldn't talk.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't like a group ride. And I will have to say I'm working harder than I have in any of the workouts. So that's good.
Yeah, you got to keep pedaling. It is a benefit of, being able to easily talk. There's no spit you have to worry about. There's no snot rockets to worry about.
That's why I get the video. Just got a ride on Brian Zell. He hasn't been out
Yeah.
Saw that.
I bet you he was outside today.
Also, Edith, right now you don't see anyone else other than us. Because there's a setting called Meetup View Only that eliminates all the other riders. But as soon as we end the ride, we're going to stay in Watopia, and you'll see everyone else reappear. And
Yeah, everybody will be mad at us because we ran over everybody.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting because I haven't seen this part of Watopia. So this is a certain route within Watopia?
This is the route we're on, which is, dictates the left and right turns we take. It's called Sand and Sequoias, which takes you through the sand in an area with sequoias. This area, you don't really know, it's called Fuego Flats. And that's just, this desert-like area. But if you want to ride on this flat area, which is when I do workouts, which is rare, I choose this area because it's flat. I won't get mentally distracted by going up or down hills. But it's called Tempest Fugit. And it's a 6-mile loop that's super flat. It's like 50 feet of climbing over 6 miles or something. Maybe over 12 miles, but it's really, really flat. And you just do loops of this flat area we're on right now. Almost no hills. But the route is called Tempest Fugit in Watopia.
workout, you can choose what horse you're going to ride on?
Yep.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Yep. I mean, you don't have to. It doesn't really matter because you don't feel the terrain.
Right,
but
right.
I prefer to pick a flat area because I don't want to. I unfortunately am motivated by the hills and downhills, so I don't want to get confused by there's a hill. I should put in different wattage. So that's why I will pick Tempest Fugit whenever I'm doing a workout, which is rare, or when I need to calibrate the bike because there's no change in terrain, so it should always feel the same on Tempest Fugit on this flat area.
So you choose your terrain or your course before you choose the workout?
Yes. Also, if any of us right now, we could all pick a workout right now. Once you're in a ride, like doing a free ride, you go into the menu and you can set a workout after you pick the route and actually after you've gone into the game.
Okay.
So you don't have to pick the workout before you click ride. You just, you have to pick the world. You can't change your world once you're in here. You have to exit the whole game. So this blue line is the end of the meetup.
Uh-huh.
After that, you're kind of on your own. You're going to be under your own power. No more rubber band. And we're going to go, well, everybody's on their own. They're free to do what they so choose. I'm going to go to 20. And I might actually go all the way through the Sequoias area again, actually.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna warm down.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thanks again, Trey. Appreciate it. Nice ride with everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Trey.
Good night, guys. Yeah, thanks, Trey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trey.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
Much appreciated. Y'all have a good
Even though I
evening.
was
See
at the
y'all
back of the
Thursday.
pack, it was fun. Have a good night, everybody.
All right.
See you later.
See you Thursday.
Hey, Trey.
Yep.
One thing I wish that they had was to say after you finish the course, you could push the save button and continue.
That would be nice.
Oh. No, it doesn't let you. The only way it lets you kind of do that, is if it's an event and they give you the option to switch world. That's when it cuts your ride off the previous. That's the only way that happens. Even if you're in the same world, it'll cut it off when you join or leave an event. But that would be nice to be able to I want to cut it off here and record this as a separate ride. I'm sure there's some technical reason they don't do it that way.
It would come in handy in races because you can do your warm down separate.
Correct, yes. And then you'd be able to know what your actual speed was during the race. Yeah.
Plus, the zip crashes. Sometimes you lose all your data.
Yes, it would be nice to be able to cut it short and say I did 50 miles and I want to save it here and then do extra 10 and 10 can get wiped out as opposed to 50.
I really like this playing the Sequoias route. I did it a few times this weekend. I like the mix of the nice long flat area and then the rolling hills are pretty fun.
Yeah.
It is it's a very scenic. Very scenic. There's no massive climbs, but it's very scenic, for sure.
And it's got dinosaurs. I mean, you can't beat that.
I know, right? Thought I saw a chicken running down the side a while ago.
It's a road runner.
There was a road
That's
runner.
A road runner, yeah.
It was a road runner. I didn't see Wally though.
Well, I turned on the circle, so you guys are heading toward the mountain.
Yep, some of us are. Park, were you able to steer it all during the meetup?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of good, but it is fun. Something to do when I'm out by myself. That repag ridge is no joke. I did that the other day, not knowing what it was. Oh, rough.
I finally got my 18th.
Good workout, Kevin.
My legs are gonna be mad at me later.
I'm going to the top of the KOM.
I have no idea where I am. Actually, 25 seconds ahead of you, parked and right. I see that now.
There you are.
I can barely hear Susan. Wow, just came out of the fog. There's a dinosaur.
John, you're freezing. You're leaving us.
Yeah, John's out there.
He's not playing around.
Trying to keep my heart rate up.
Keeping my heart rate up. comes old B. Breddick. Yeah, run me down. That's a 3.5 watt pot. He is mowing me down. There he goes. Oh, then this is done 3.2.
Somebody just went by. I got to check. That's white.
Yeah. He was doing like 7 watts per kilogram. Yeah. He went by me. I think I can hang on to this D-bot much longer.
I know, I'm in this crew and they're dragging me along, but I've like gotta like stop and have dinner.
I'm hurt. Still on this train. Almost at the top.
Well, John, yeah, Friday will work out well because I'm not gonna be able to ride Thursday because I have at least an hour long, probably 90-minute long call.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock at night Thursdays.
I hate to hear the call.
That's
nice
okay.
for you to join us.
That sounds like a good excuse to take off Friday.
There you go. Who was that? Pippin.
Now, did you guys get through tightening the rope yet?
We're about to cross the KOM.
Try to do this. I am completely done.
No, catch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride down. I'm gonna get those easy miles.
That actually makes sense too.
I'll never pass up the easy one. Alright. Let's get roll down. Man. Oh man.
Yeah, just made it.
I'm on my way down now. I'm gonna go to
Me
25.
too.
You go ahead, big brother. I have a really bad tendency to lock my elbows when I'm indoors.
Let's switch hand positions.
Yeah.
I don't realize it after about 20 minutes and then my arms hurt.
Oh, I will sit up and twist and put my arms out beside me and over me. Like I try to keep the arms in motion, especially on the longer rack.
I just got caught by about 20 people. This one guy is bright green.
That's a pace partner, yeah. I think it's Bobby Brevitt.
It
rides
is.
at a steady 3.2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm in there in that pack. Just
You are?
cool. I are.
How come I don't see you?
I'm right there.
He's in there.
It's a big group.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like 5 back from the all glowing green dude.
Okay. I see you. You're all orange, right, Jersey?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Just all orange.
I just don't see your name.
Oh,
why?
there's. Oh, and there they go.
There you are. You're in the Swift gray with the orange logo.
Oh, gray. Okay. Yeah, it's funny because when I look at myself, I'm all in black.
Huh.
That's weird.
Susan had that a couple of weeks ago.
As long as you're on the right bike, you can't look out.
1/10 of a mile.
I'm on a green bike. I hope it's fast.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. 2 more tenths. Oh my, they just picked it up.
Hey man, good ride.
See y'all later. Good night.
All right, John, rest up.
Good night.
Yeah.
All right, see you Friday, God willing, and the
Yeah.
creek's don't rise.
Stay.
Hey, 25, I'm done. Thank you and good night.
All right, good night.
See you later, Andrew.
Well done.
Almost made it down this hill.
Well, I'm going to keep rolling. I'm not sure how far. I've definitely gone past 20. And I passed the KOM. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go past 25. There's a chance it might get rounded up to 30.
Sometimes it just gets hard to stop, isn't it?
Sound like Forrest Gump over there. When I got there, I just kept on riding.
I mean, I know the flat area is coming up, and that's where I'm a little bit more motivated. There's no climbing. I'm like, I can just draft off the 1,000 people riding on the flat area.
Yep. Finish this hill enough. I'm going to be at like 23.6, so I got to keep going to 24. I'm going to get those 10 extra experience points, 30 or whatever it is.
All right, it's a 25.1 mile mark, and I'm turning right onto the desert area again. Keep going.
I'm so glad I went in and got the smart trainer and the wood subscription. It's so much more motivating than sitting on a trainer.
Were you just staring at the wall before?
I mean, I tried like listen to music, watch TV, whatever, but it just sucked the whole time.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I could never think my longest experience was like 30 minutes. Usually it was more like 20. I just couldn't stand it. But I'll get on here sometimes and just do 40 miles just for the hell of it. It's fun to see stuff. Draft other people.
Right, yeah, the knowing other people out there helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of the random like group rides. Well, I was excited. Like there's a Friday happy hour ride, and it's like 0.8 to 1.2 watts per kilogram. So everybody is just chilling, and you see all these jokes up on the chat, and they just do this ride for an hour, and it's just fun. Now I gotta go to 25. Good round number.
With the beauty of this weather, this is the first time that I've actually had to use a fan through the winter for my ride.
Best to have a fan on the whole time.
I just opened the garage door.
Fresh air. Right, I see. It's the shade warm. What's the temperature like there?
It was almost 60 today. I think it was 59. The next 3 days are going to be amazing. I think it's going to touch 62, 63 on Thursday. Nice.
All right, I think I'm going to do a ride on for lunch tomorrow.
I officially hit 25. You gents have an amazing night. And I'm going to go hydrate some more. All right.
I'll see you next time.
Thanks again, Trey.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah. Park you out or you staying? You leaving?
I'm going to hit 25 and I'm going to quit. So I got 0.3.
Okay.
Yeah, just can't pass up a 30 experience. Yeah. Alright, that was it for me. Alright, thank you, Trey, for organizing this as always. This has been a huge motivator for me over the winter.
Well, good, man. Hopefully when you're outside, you'll see it pay off.
Alright, man. Well, I'll probably see you Thursday.
Alright, man. I'll see you later, okay? Alright. Bye.